Hey guys, what's up? This is Cher again, and today I'll show you a different way to defeat Galahad Attacks event with Galahad. Yes, of course, it's a mirror fight, and I'm not joking. This Galahad can defeat himself easily because of something that many people will not have access to, at least right now. Well, this Galahad here has a very nice passive called Action Switch that when he attacks with cold attacks, he grants himself a defense boost that decreases damage by 20% and he self-heals. Now, he's gonna get this 2 times on turn 1 and then 1 time each new turn that he attacks with cold attacks, right? But there's something very nice about Galahad, and it's if you have his other style, that is the first welfare style, this one here. It came with Freeze Spike. This is a skill that's pretty similar to self-immolation from Barthélemy, but instead of fire, this is cold. It will nullify all type of cold damage. If a enemy attack has cold and heat, for example, it will negate. If it has cold and slash, it will still negate. 7 VP is not that much, and when you get directly attacked, you will counter with Freeze Spike. That is a big power attack. So, well, every time that you counter, you're going to buff your defense because of your action switch and self-heal. That means that this character is going to get super ultra defensive. It will not die. Yes, he can solo even if you bring 4 useless units. I would not bring 4 useless units because the fight would be just too long and I want to waste your time. So, if you don't have this Galahad, we may get him in the future, but we don't know. So, I can't promise anything, but if you do have this welfare version of Galahad, it's something to wonder if you may want or not the newest Galahad, because he's a farmer but also a very good specialist for remembrance in some specific boss fights. Okay, let's go into the formation. We are using the Desert Lance Axe because this one gives STR, Endurance, Dexterity, Agility, and Will by 50%, and you are also more likely to be targeted by enemies, and you get a pulse action defense boost. If you attack before the enemy, then you are going to reduce damage by 50%. That's right. So you need to be fast, but you are buffing your agility. You will likely be fast unless Galahad is using a fast attack. But even then, after so many stacks of defense boost, you will not take damage. So let's talk about the equipment of Galahad. I am bringing the Remembrance Greatsword, but you don't need, you can use his weapon from the event. I needed to bring some robe. Why? Because Galahad has okay will, but it's not enough to stop stun attacks from boss. So some robe gives 16 points of stun resistance. And then I brought Cute Headband that also gives stun resistance by 12 points. And then for the last, I had Proof of Word Tower that gives 20 points. And then I even used an accessory Holy Stone that gives plus 26 points of resistance against stun. So that I will never get stunned. Because if you do, you lose all your passives and you're going to be instant killed by the enemy. So with all of that, we are ready. Now we need to talk about the 4 characters that will just increase damage of Galahad to shorten the fight. Like I said, they are not necessarily needed, just make it faster. Well, we have Matriarch, she's going to bring Paean of Victory, because this buffs STR agility will help. Well, the second version of Goddess has a spell called Feather of Goddess. With her passive, she applies attack and defense boost, increasing 30% of both status, so you will do more damage and receive even less. You can just keep using this single target spell on Galahad to increase him even further. And Goddess is pretty resistant to damage, she's not going to die easily. Then we have Itoken. Why? Because he buffs even before Galahad attacks because of First Riffing being fast. Then we can also get some extra BP with Itoken. And the last one is Final Impress, because with Final Impress we can allow the other characters to survive a little further with her Imperial Shield, and even then after that, maybe Christmas Moon, so that they can keep buffing your Galahad. Well, you can bring other characters, like I still don't have Painter Gustav, he's much better than Impress, and instead of Goddess you can use any other buffer, even Nawal's Daughter for example, or the latest version of Princess White Rose that buffs STR and Agility too. So Galahad may even sometimes evade attacks. And one last thing. Freezy Spike stacks, and that's why it becomes so powerful. Use this on turn 1, and then you just gonna use coveted Ice Cream Bar. That gives you defense boost and attack boost, but recovers a random value of BP. That will allow you to keep using Freezy Spike more often. You can even stack 4 uses of Freezy Spike, and then when boss attacks you with a direct attack, you counter 4 times. That's right, 4 times. This allows Galahad to be super powerful when the enemy focus more on cold attacks, hence why this is so interesting. Okay, with that said, let's go to the fight.